What's good? It's Chigozy. It's right now. It's Saturday, April 17th, because it's 12:13 a.m. But we're just in California. If you're not in East Coast time, then it's still April 16th. So that's what we're doing. Fuck all this shit. And again, I'm showing you what's fucking sick with this world. People need to stop thinking that these people can all be saved. Because I think you're wasting your time. I really do. I mean, look at this dumbass. E Queen. Yeah, I mean, I hope you take a lot of E, go to a rave, and don't drink any water. Don't do anything. Just keep going. Keep dancing till your heart explodes. So here's the photo of the... Again, this is what I'm fucking saying. You gotta be just so fucking dumb and retarded to never question what they put in the media. Here you have this, Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle looking actor. This guy is straight out of This Person Does Not Exist type of technology. They use, again, where do you get these backgrounds from? Why would you go out of the way to Photoshop these people and put them in these plain backgrounds to make it like I'm just speaking to the narrative. If it's all real, like, where do you get these people from? Always with these faces. This guy looks fake as fuck. She looked like the person from what's her face, Mad, the Madvertisement, the advertisement show about, like, it's like a drama on Netflix. I don't know if it's Netflix or HBO. I think Mad something. I never saw it, but everyone's into it. The main redhead girl that everyone thinks is hot or whatever. See, this Indian woman supposedly was technically not Indian because these persons don't even exist. You can make your own sci-fi. You can make your own sci-fi series, and she can be whatever race you want, and it works because this is fictional, just like your story. So this is how they contrive and come up with these actors like Brandon Scott Hole, because they're fucking you in your fucking hole all the time with this fake news. And yeah, at least 16 people at least thought that this was BS. Because that's what I said. This and AL, him, Mr. 112 pound person, have to be the fakest shooters I've ever seen from the media. You truly have to have an IQ below 25 to continuously fall for this nonsense. And she says, what? Mass shootings are set up? They are. And I was sharing people the link to Zach's book, but I think I shared it too many times or something because they said the link is expired. Either that or just maybe I don't know why it's expired now, but it was working fine. But I can get a new link or something. But the media is also, so I showed her this. The media has also told us the police put on active shooter drills without prior warning to add to the realism. They put on these drills and pass them off as real, even go as far as using dummies pictured in the wheelchair. So I showed her, and I even called it the wheelchair. I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't know which one's the dummy. I see there's clearly a dummy in the wheelchair. The, Paul Anthony Ciancia shooting, CIA and CIA, that's how you spell it, CIA and CIA at the airport, the LAX airport. There's literally, they're pushing around a dummy in a wheelchair, obviously. I showed her this, and this is her program response. That's called a conspiracy theory. People die at shootings and you're disrespecting their families. Took me a minute. No thanks. Of course it took you a minute because she's stupid, dumb, and belongs grinding up in her kitchen. If you know what I mean. Making some nice spicy stew with her spice grinder. That's called conspiracy. You see these stupid program responses. That's called a conspiracy theory. How is this is a conspiracy from the government? Again, guys, do you see why they push it around plastic dummies? Do you get why they do this? Because people are so programmed to fall for this. I mean, it's just, and then they go to the emotional element. You're disrespecting the family. How? Think about it. I'm respecting the family. If there's an incident, we'll just say families died in this or whatever, like people died. Okay, it's still a staged incident, an incident that's being faked, that's being bullshitted. So it respects the people who died in the crossfire, who could have died anyway, because you're exposing the truth about the thing they died in. It's only respectful. But you gotta be an emotional idiot to say shit like this. Exactly. This is called a conspiracy theory. Don't let CNN tell me what to think. Yeah, no notification, never. Fuck YouTube too. Fuck YouTube. They're absolute bullshitters. Worst platform ever. Hey, Joe Morris, I'm glad you love Gematria. You have Scripted Realm. Definitely meant for you to be here. Let's go 164. What's up, Freedom Sees Franco? Steve Lethal. Steve Lethal. Look at that. Steve Lethal. That's what needs to fucking happen. Hey, Marcus. Natalie. Sage Zero. Blue Eyes Outlaw. Head Rush. Itachi. Just with the sheep. Just with sheep doing cocaine. People might as well be doing that. She's how I definitely know a dummy when I see one. Yeah, whatever. I told her she sees one every time she does her makeup. But there's something else some idiot loser said. It takes the cake for it. I'll just go to my tweets though. It's hard to find some of these because I'm just bad with Twitter. I mean, someone posted this earlier though to the White House. Is this real? With another week at Biden's White House, they have Obama. Because Joe Biden, he can't even function. So they have Obama controlling him like he's a puppet, and Kamala doing all the signing for him. Again, this is kind of accurate. The only difference is that they have the different controllers. So I fixed it for him. See, I fixed it for him. I'll show you what it's supposed to be, as if you already didn't see. This is more like it. And even this isn't even accurate because then behind him you have someone, two Jesuit controllers controlling this actor, Pope Francis, and a few Jesuit controllers also controlling this actor, the Superior General. These are two agents, two actors for the Jesuit order. They're also Jesuits. They follow orders from the Jesuits that you don't hear or see about. These are just fronts, pawns, agents. Sure, the Superior General might have something he does here and there, but I really don't feel like he does much of the, the legwork. He's just one of their actors. So you see this? This is extremely true. They really are dumber than your dog shit. I mean, guys, you saw the dummies in the wheelchair, and they're saying that it's conspiracy theory? I mean, what the fuck? And then, I mean, look at Zach's tweet. Where did this latest character come from? We are 4 days from Adolf's April 20th birthday anniversary. Look what CNN's giving these dumb losers. Again, when you see these Fertilizer here on fucking Twitter, it's so apparent. Guys, this is why I'm showing you this too. Because people always question, well, why is the news so dumb? Why are they getting away with this? How are they getting away with this? Guys, when you see the people on fucking Twitter, because they're just a microcosm, that's all it is. Twitter's a microcosm. This is just a representation of the people you see out in public, out in the world, in your classroom, at work. It's the same type of shit. Those same people get on Twitter and say this bullshit. So you see how they fall for all this. So obviously they have CNN giving you this actor. This is an actor in costume, in an Adolf Hitler costume, and they're literally giving you real news about it. Nazi sympathizer who stormed Capitol poses a threat to Jews, Justice Department says. And before YouTube strikes me for whatever hate speech, I mean, I'm reading the fucking caption, and I'm literally calling this guy, this Adolf Hitler person, an actor for the government. He's at the Capitol doing this by numbers. I'm not saying anything about Jewish people or anything, before they go up in arms. I mean, it's bullshit. People falling for this left and right. I mean, look at the picture they give you of him. It's just complete mockery. You see what I'm saying? It's complete mockery. This is the picture he's giving you? I mean, come on. This is called an actor mocking us with his bullshit. And then, yep, this is about the photo of the boy who, the killer. Anyone just joined? This is the killer. Brandon Scott Hull, the FedEx killer. This literally 11-year-old boy. He's supposed to be 19, like FedEx 19, but guys, the guy looks like he's 11, 12, 15 at the oldest. I mean, guys, Bryson looks way older than this guy. Bryson looks okay. Maybe not. Maybe like Bryson looks maybe a couple years older than him, but Bryson still looks older than him, or at least his age. You know, this guy could easily be Bryson's classmate. But they're saying this guy's 19. I mean, come on. I mean, God. Well, I meant type in Bryson. Whoops, I meant type in FedEx. But if you want to see Bryson, but Bryson does show you his name gematria all the time in his videos, like every episode. He uses it to explain the gematria. I like how he does that. The FedEx 19, 19-year-old. This is an sure. I mean, I'm not saying 19-year-olds can't look like this, but guys, again, this is a contrived photo. This guy does not exist. I'm sure CGI or just some actor. I mean, this is BS. Here, thanks for sharing this head rush. Breonna Taylor's mom is calling Black Lives Matter a fraud. I mean, but do you know what's fucked up about this? One, the media is not going to talk much about this. But the thing is, see, yeah, not many retweets. Well, I wish millions of people pretty much saw this, but I think millions of people probably on Facebook follow Tamika Palmer. And she says, I have never personally dealt with BLM Louisville and personally have found them to be fraud. Attica Scott, another fraud. And Attica Scott equals the same thing as Negro. So her name is encoded, and she's literally telling you it's a fraud. Again, I know, the mom's controlled, but yes, you also got to think, maybe this is, again, these people could be controlled in certain levels. Maybe Tamika Palmer believes some of it's real. Maybe they literally sacrificed her daughter, and she's not too aware. I mean, there's kind of things you can see. So this could be, I'm not saying this is, what I'm trying to say is she's, regardless of what it is, she's telling you that Black Lives Matter is a fraud, whether or not she's an actor or not, you know what I'm saying? Either this is either legit or semi-legit, and she's telling you that Black Lives Matter is a fraud, or this is completely contrived, straight from CNN and the government, but she's still telling you that BLM is a fraud. I mean, this doesn't matter at that point. You see what I'm saying? I could walk in a room full of people who claim to be here for Breonna's family who don't even know who I am. I've watched y'all raise money on behalf of Breonna's family who has never done a damn thing for us, nor have we needed it or asked, so talk about fraud. You see what I'm saying? People are coming in, busting people in this, because this matches exactly what they're doing. I do like how this tweet is at 244, African American 44. But you're not seeing this shit? She's calling Black Lives Matter a fraud. And so after this, all the people who keep chanting Black Lives Matter and protesting, holding the signs up, supporting it, putting hashtag Black Lives Matter on the Twitter profile, Fertilizer. You get it? Fertilizer. That's the best thing they could possibly do for this world. I mean, if you're supporting Black Lives Matter, thinking it's the shit, you're literally better off, growing some mushrooms for somebody. Some shiitake mushrooms, so you're full of fucking shit. And look at this sleeping idiot, high rolling. This is the man of the hour. He really is. This guy has said the dumbest thing. And again, it shows the anything out of anything people. It shows when I say the dumb fucking Americans, this guy fucking proves. When I say that America has the dumbest fucking people in the world, it has the most potent, fertile, but toxic and poison fertilizer. I mean, there's a disclaimer, guys. I would not want to use any of these American losers as fertilizer for anything I'm going to eat, to be honest, because they're so fucking toxic. But they'll at least grow a nice lawn or something. But this guy right here, absolute ridiculous. Not even this. He's calling you a sheep, because we'll go to this one, because this guy has this stupid thing. Where's this 14? I'll go there later. It's a drum roll. I'll show you. But this guy says I'm Q. He's on the Q. In hindsight, because I mean, what's the point of even saying? What's the point of even acknowledging Q on the Q? I mean, how am I? Let's really think about it. If I'm not really into the TV, if I'm not watching the news, I shouldn't even know what Q is. I mean, who gives a fuck about Q? I guess I think there's people who really don't even know what Q is, even in this country, because they don't really follow the news like that, and you really listen to much of it. I do, because I expose it. And of course, you heard this kid, and I tell him to go sit down. I'm giving the context. You heard me, go sit down. All I've heard from you is bah, which is, again, it's another sheep, another piece of shit. I follow celebrities. This guy needs to be growing someone's grass, growing some trees that this gang keeps burning down. He's calling you a sheep. Again, he thinks the world is run by a secret cabal and that he is cracking secret messages by putting numbers together. He's delusional as fuck, bro. I mean, you get this? Again, and again, I linked them the ebook. When the link was even working. I've done all sorts of things. So you get it, what I'm saying? And again, this is also addressed to the people that'll say, "Give them a chance. They're just asleep. They're this or there's that." Like you act like they're gonna wake up or something. Again, anything's possible. But when you try to show people knowledge, show people information, even meet them on their level, share resources with them, they just keep saying shit online, especially if they're online. They don't want to look wrong. I mean, why would these people now? Like, why would this guy ever come and say, "Hey, I'm sorry"? Like, these people don't do that. Their ego's on the line, which I don't know why. No one sees his face. No one knows who this nobody fucking is. Secret cabal. I think the world, guys. I don't know. Guys, I know the world is run by secret cabal. They're not even fucking secret. That's just the whole fucking thing. But I guess they technically are to the dumbasses. The world is run by a secret cabal, and that he is cracking secret messages by putting numbers together. What numbers am I putting together? I am reverse engineering the rituals. But this is the tweet of the hour. This literally has to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Guys, literally, even the most asleep fucking sheep, literally the most pathetic, just the most vile, most fertile fucking piece of fertilizer you can ever fucking imagine, over in Europe, for example, wouldn't even fucking say shit like this. See, I mean, this is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen in my fucking life, man. It really is. Maybe you might disagree, but here is the context. Here's Nancy Pelosi tweeting at something on 14/4, Jesuit Order 144, talking about DC. And, she's the Speaker of the House. DC, Washington, D.C. is Rome of the Potomac, the Catholic colony, Jesuit Order 144. Residents of D.C. pay taxes, serve in uniform, and contribute to the economic power of our nation while being deprived of full enfranchisement. The sacred right to vote and have a voice in our government is a core pillar of our freedom. It's time to finally grant D.C. statehood. So talking about this, and what have we been talking about? On dates with these Jesuit Order connections, you get guaranteed Capitol Hill. Well, really, it's called guaranteed Washington, D.C. riddles, because you'll have Capitol Hill, White House, D.C. related stuff. That's where the Catholic Church, the Catholic colony is at. They let you know this. So on April 14th, and Roman Catholic Church 104 is the 104th day of the year. But I just think that literally the 144 is really it. It's that 144 every single year. You can probably go back and see them do this. So I'm sharing this, tweeting this on 14/4, right? And look how he invalidates what I'm showing you. And of course, Nancy Pelosi with the 263 birthday, 26/3, the 56 prime. Look at how he invalidates me. Or he tries to. Not that I care if he does whatever, but see, but the problem here, again, guys, this is exactly what I'm saying when I talk against these people, when I have these little mental arguments with myself. Again, I know I don't have to justify everything. I know that the people that get it will get it, but it's why I kind of sprinkle in these rebuttals, these mental arguments, because I know how these people talk, I know how they think, and I fucking hate it. I hate this arrogant-ass bullshit, man, so much. This is what arrogance is. Arrogance isn't, knowing what's going on and being, outspoken and bold about it. That's not arrogance. This is, right here is arrogance. This is retardation. See, but the problem here is that you tweeted on 4/14 and there aren't 14 months in a year. So this is retarded. I mean, like, do you get it? I mean, guys, like, anyone watching this from England or anything, or, New Zealand, anywhere, you probably don't even get it. Because you're like, how would anyone think this? Because think about it. In America, everything's this way. So this is when I say, in America, they think everything's a certain way. They don't understand that in other parts of the world, things are different. That doesn't cross their mind. This is exactly what I'm talking about. These dumb fucking American losers who are so fucking pathetic that you can't even fucking fathom how fucking nonsensical they are. How the fuck can you say, see, bro, the problem here is that you retweeted on 4/14 and there aren't 14 months in the year? I'm clearly mean April 14th, the 14th of April, as it's written in literally most parts of the world. But this bitch-ass fucking country with these weak fucking fertile fuckers, I don't want to say the other F word, but again, I'm trying to keep it a little bit, I'm not going to get medical misinformation at this point. I haven't talked about that yet, so might as well not get a strike for some other bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is bullshit. I cannot believe these people. Learn Gematria, I love his reaction. I mean,
this nigga, bro, what's wrong with him? Something wrong with this nigga, bro.
It's true. I mean, something's gotta be wrong with you. Something's gotta be completely wrong with you to use that to refute what I'm trying to teach. I mean, it's just, yeah, I can't, exactly, Shoddy. That's exactly it. Exactly. See, Steve Lethal's got it. Exactly. You know what I wanted to say. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That's why when I go on these rants about these dumb American losers, I'm not making shit up. I'm not exaggerating. No, this is literally how they are. People are easily influenced and manipulated. They can't think for themselves. Exactly, Franco. Lying about it. Yeah. They lie to protect their little illusions. Surf tournament. Nice, man. That's pretty funny. I didn't even know that was going on. That's why I'm laughing. Hey, Amy Jones. Hey, Sharuz. We're going. So we're about to move on to the next piece. Guys, I'm just showing you these people on Twitter. Again, I get it. They're trolls and whatever. They're insignificant people. But I'm trying to show you what time it is. Because again, I think people are. How many times you hear people say, "Oh, I'm trying to wake my friend up for so long." Guys, give up on some of these fucking people. Like, you're literally wasting your time and energy waking up people who won't wake up. I'm not saying don't wake up people. It's a numbers game. Like, think about it, sales. You don't try to sell your product to someone who literally doesn't fucking want. Like, you're really trying to sell, like, me makeup. Like, I'll never buy makeup and nail polish and shit. Because I don't wear that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that will wear that. There's people in this chat right now that will wear that stuff. Why not market to them? That's literally what some of you are doing when you're trying your best to wake dumb, fucking, pathetic losers like High Rollin'. That's what, you know, those fucking cement fucking rollers? He needs to fucking meet his match with one of those. He's literally better. It's like something like a pavement, like literally on the pavement, marking the roads. Hey, go this way. His fucking blood makes a nice big fucking arrow. That's what people need to be fucking doing. He's literally more useful that way than sitting on Twitter, you know, discrediting the truth, saying, "See, but the problem here is that you tweeted on 4/14 and there aren't 14 months in the year." I mean, it's just like, God, man. If you want to even, if you could even say maybe he's just trolling. Well, you can look at his other tweets. He's being serious. Again, Texas now with a constitutional carry. Constitutional carry could soon be coming to Texas. So you can just carry without any kind of license or anything. Yeah, and they know what time it is. They've always known what time it is down there. Texas, big guns. Everyone has a gun down there. Why do you think? I mean, sure, I know a lot of them are asleep. A lot of it's not because they want to fight against the government, but again, they're equipped to do it. They know what they're talking about in Texas. Big desert state too. Any fucker fucking with you, you take his ass out to the middle of Texas. What are they gonna do? Who's gonna find his ass? That's probably why that state's so ripe for that type of stuff. Here's a revelation ritual from the Dodgers, Padres. Game priority. We can see what happened. Let's see the score. Dodgers. We'll see if so. I didn't say it was going to win or not, but if the Dodgers win, LA 1-2-1. That could be the more. Else to me, it seemed to be the more revelation. See, Dodgers won. Wait, no. It's not. The game's not over yet. The game's not over yet. But do you know why I was thinking that again? Because again, LA. I mean, I didn't want to. Guys, again, I didn't do the full decode. I didn't care to decode this. I know they're winning now, but I was thinking this. I mean, I was just thinking LA, Los Angeles 37. I'll show you the ritual. This is why I was thinking LA had a chance because they were the more 1-2-1 team. Revelation 1-2-1 and 10-10. Guys, again, I'm gonna roast these fuckers on Twitter, but we're also gonna look at decodes and things that we've decoded. So don't worry. But Revelation 10-10, right? And then 1-2-1. So LA, L's the 12th letter, A is the first. The game's at 10-10. And look at this. Dodgers, Padres equals 135, 63, and 216. Kia David's 48, and Jewish is 480. But the Kia David equals the same thing. 216, 63, 135. See that? And so Kia David, Revelation 3-7, Los Angeles equals 37. So they had the more. But again, the game. I don't know how often the games are at 10-10. What if like every game's at 10-10 or something like that? So like I didn't want to what if there's a really good riddle for the Padres? I don't want to mislead anyone pretty much. I didn't feel like saying, "Oh, that LA's going to win in the tweet," but this is just the hunch I had because Los Angeles 37. I mean, I'm sure the payout wasn't even that good anyway. Aren't they a favorite? Los Angeles 37. Revelation 3-7 talking about the Kia David. Dodgers Padres, it's the same thing as the Kia David. The game's at 10-10. It's just. And of course, you had the losers always saying something. I think the person who commented on this was actually more inquisitive. There was a lot of people today asking like decent questions. Like even this. This is completely fine. Like, he's just. I think this guy's scared. Again, I don't look at everything online with a negative mindset. Sure, sometimes they could be being snarky and stuff, but I think I'd rather approach it from a neutral or positive mindset and help them, enlighten them. Camacho predicted the Dodgers and Astros World Series, and it happened. No thanks to the vaccine, I'm Russian. And I swear I replied to him about something. Yeah, see, I was sharing Zach's book like crazy today. It just sucks that the link I sent him doesn't work. But I can, I'll figure this out tomorrow morning or something, and redo it. I can go back and figure out who I talked to. It's not like a single person said the link doesn't work. I haven't got a single reply that says, "Hey, the link doesn't work." So it's like these people don't even care. The Catholic Church is in control. If you don't get it, sleep better, get more exercise, stop eating garbage. It'll help you see the obvious. Exactly, Itachi. And then 201 days, Itachi's also sharing this, 201 days after this Japanese actor took office, a Japanese golfer won the Masters. Yoshihide Suga, I keep saying Suga like Suge Knight, but it's Suga. Yoshihide Suga equals 201, like the Jesuit order. And this guy took office September 16th, 2020. Masters week began April 5th, which is 201 days later. Jesuit order 54, the Jesuit order 201. Unbelievable. Matsuyama for 114. Pearl Harbor 114. This Japanese athletic actor won the Masters in 11/14, like his name. You see, Matsuyama, Pearl Harbor. You're all being marked hard. You're all being marked hard. And again, someone sane would look more into this, and someone who believes in sports and doesn't mind gambling will say, I could maybe win money on this. It's just so dumb, man, how people. Again, you can say all you want about betting and this and that, but you have to understand that these people who are dismissing the work otherwise would be betting. Again, there's people who literally bet on sports and they dismiss this for some reason. I mean, again, you have to be just fertilizer grade. That's what I'm saying. To think on that way. So it's not because it's not a matter of betting or not anymore. If you're already betting anyway and you deny this knowledge, you're just stupid. I mean, I literally don't know how else to put it. It's literally stupid. Like you're literally letting your cognitive dissonance make you like lose money and not make as much, and waste more time because I'm sure just doing the gematria, it can be time consuming. You know what I mean? See, someone's explaining stuff. Frank Gallagher died with COVID. I can't. Frank Gallagher. I'm going back to the chat. Shameless. Oh. He died from COVID in the show? Huh. How does Frank Gallagher die in the show? Guys, okay, this is a spoiler. I'm so, guys. Someone just tweeted this, by the way. I did not mean for this to happen. If I spoil, if you're like almost there, I did spoil the show for you, but we already see. Yeah, I don't know. If guys, you might have to walk away, as I don't know what the show this is. Hey, what's good, Bryson? But this is complete ritual. Good to see you, Bryson. Hey, Angel Baby, welcome. Good to have you back. Good to have you back, Bryson. That was the series finale. Yeah. Oh, in the series finale. So he just dies from COVID the way in. So stupid. I'm glad you have some experience with that. Shameless or Sinister. Goddamn. Both your names, begin with S. And God, thanks for Sinister. Natalie, John Doe, Yahoo. If you care about this show, you shouldn't really be here. Exactly. So, final warning. I mean, because it already got spoiled anyway based on just my Twitter wall. Which again, not that I care, but for the sake of again, I do think of other people. I mean, really, I get it, but yeah, I get it. I know it's a dumb show. She's waking people up. I think that's more really important. But some people, I don't want to spoil the show for anyone, but we had a disclaimer. Personally, I don't give a shit, but obviously, major spoilers. So I don't even. COVID-19 has done with a failing liver. After 134 episodes, Tisha B'Av 134. So he had failing liver, alcoholism, drug abuse, dementia, being tossed into the Chicago River in the winter, and a suicide attempt. Then he dies of COVID. You see that? It's just mockery. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna read this entire thing, so it's not gonna be a big spoiler. I mean, I never read the entire thing. But look at his name. Oh my goodness, look at his name. Blood Sacrifice 121, 67, and 257. See? Blood Sacrifice. And that's how they do it. And that's just a big mockery, because you could have been watching this show, you're like, his name is Blood Sacrifice numbers, but he never dies. And then he dies of COVID. And he called the virus a hoax in the previous episode, so he dies in a hospital from the virus. From COVID-19. Oh my god, man. This is mocking. It's just mockery. And watch them give me medical misinformation for this bit. Really? I'm showing you. We're literally reviewing an episode. He's calling this shit a hoax. He's saying this. You guys know my stance on all this already. I don't have to repeat it for fucking YouTube. Shameless 101, 29, 142, 52. Coronavirus equals 142. Like the show. The guy dies with coronavirus. I'll write Shameless out again. This is predictive programming. This is all made by the gang who gives you all the stuff. This is a show from this gang who runs all these companies, these big pharma. This is their show. Perhaps showrunner John Wells had Miss Rona on his mind after she made a cameo on the Shameless set. Speaking on Frank's fate, Wells told Deadline that it felt wrong to let the man completely off the hook for the damage he has done to his body over the years. See? And what is this? This is it. This is the biggest mockery. This is what I've been saying since day one. Because think about it, most of the corona deaths are people that have, other health conditions, more morbid health conditions. And I've been saying, like, guys, I feel like they could easily be using, this is their chance to use some kind of technology or just whatever, maybe find, again, I think it's doing cold, flu, pneumonia, type of stuff, but I'm trying to say, like, they still have some trick up their sleeve to finally kill the people off that have damaged their body over the years. This is the same thing, see? One last time. Speaking on Frank's fate, Wells told Deadline that it felt wrong to let the man completely off the hook for the damage he has done to his body over the years. That's just so ominous. That's just so perfect for what's going on now for most of the COVID deaths. So we had to show that there were some consequences, Wells said. We tried to find some way to make it Frank-like and fun. Frank-like and fun. Okay. We tried to find some way to make it Frank-like and fun and let him hold on to what he always was in the last moments. In his final scene, Frank floats over the city in his medical gown and gives his family some parting advice, though he can't resist a few final insults first. Time's precious. Don't fucking waste it, he says. Raising a beer. Have a good time. I sure as hell did. He and his bar stool then float up into the sky because we're somehow expected to believe he is not headed down to join Lil Nas X. And of course, the amount of alcohol in Frank's corpse later caused a small explosion in the crematorium, which I think it's cool. So it's like a comedy. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's mockery, of course, but the little joke they did to make you a little laugh. Okay, Given that this is the finale of an 11-season show, 11 the master number. Think about 11 season. This is a 9/11 Tisha B'Av ritual. If you have not read Zach's book, Number Games, 9/11 to Coronavirus, that's Zach's book. It explains how 9/11 is coming out with an agenda. Likewise, coronavirus, and that book will definitely open your mind to what's going on. How it's from this Jesuit cabal. And again, what's 9/11? Here, Tisha B'Av. This is exactly what they're doing. I mean, this is so. I cannot believe, guys. This is just. I love fighting these riddles. Someone tweeted this. The tweet's gone now, because fuck right here. See, this is. I just love how this works. So Frank Gallagher died with COVID. I can't. One tweet, just one or two sentences, and look what we're seeing now. I mean, it's some clear Tisha B'Av 9/11 ritual. This is just incredible. Tisha B'Av 134. See, this is episode 134. Tisha B'Av, I'll show you that on Wikipedia, what it is. The fall of the two temples. Tisha B'Av. 11, the two towers falling on 9/11. 9th of Av is an annual fast day in Judaism on which a number of disasters in Jewish history occurred, primarily the destruction of both Solomon's temple by the Neo-Babylonian Empire and the Second Temple by the Roman Empire in Jerusalem. That's right, so two temples. Just like two towers. Well, yeah, I know it was building 1, 2, and 7, but there was the main like World Trade Center, two towers type of thing, is the big symbolism. And then in the Jewish cipher, Tisha B'Av equals 9/11, right? Like on 9/11 it happened. Tisha B'Av 134. After 134 episodes, and then it was an 11-season show. 11, like the two towers. 11, the two, 11s, 9/11, 11, the master number. This is what they're doing. And yeah, by the way, Voluntary Asman shares good information. I've been following her for a while. I love what she posts, so definitely give her a follow. I'll link her real quick on Twitter. Anyone sharing good information I want to promote, cluing us into what's going on. That's why, I personally don't care that she spoiled this, to be honest. I really don't. I mean, fuck these. Again, I know, I think the only thing is I know there's truth seekers that are into this, that they are awake, but they're watching the show. That's really what I'm thinking about. Not these asleep fucking Fertilizer watching the show. Fuck them. They deserve to get mocked all the time. Good night, everyone. See William H. Macy. Good night, everyone. A watershed event. I love you, Shameless family. I love you, Shameless fans. I'm exhausted. They're mocking you. They're shameless. Exactly. No shame. No shame for falling for this ritual. No shame for marching along, for standing down to tyranny. That's why he's calling you Shameless family, Shameless fans. Again, the whole show's mockery. I love you, Shameless fans. I'm exhausted. Assassin 4, look, 1133, just like Jesus Christ dying at 33. William H. Macy, that's probably the actor who plays this character. Because I want to see how many days from his birthday is that last episode. Obviously, we're going to have to look at that. Born March 13th. Look at his birthday. Pandemic 65. Born 3/13 to 65th prime. This Tyrion Lannister looking actor. Come on. I know he's taller than him and shit. But this is an actor. I mean, I know he's an actor, but I mean, like an agent. And if you're new here, I do try to lean to call, silver screen TV actors and stuff agents, because you already know that they're actors. But again, him, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, doesn't matter. They all act for the Jesuits. Do things to tell them to do. Right now he's 71 years old. Death 71. From Miami, Florida. Pandemic 38, like Florida. Death 38. The 13th of March, 1950. 83 numerology. This guy's born with 83 numerology, and his character dies in the season finale. Murder 83. Coronavirus 74. Coronavirus 74. Killing 74. They song 7429. Kill 64. Born the 13th day of the year. Think about 13, unlucky. He had all these unlucky things happen to him, and he dies of COVID. By the numbers. But we guys see episode 134 Shameless. Guys, these are some of my favorite things to research, because you just know what they're doing. I mean, guys, we're not just trying to see if, again, I hope you guys don't, I can't even talk right now. I hope you guys understand. Like, we don't try to see if these are coded. We know this is coded. We're just seeing how they're coding it and proving it to you. We already know this is by the numbers. So I had to make sure again he's from America. So this seems to be the American version because yes, he's a British version. You see this? That's how they always do it. Paul Abbott didn't even. What else did this fucker make? This is a mocker. This is a big mocker from the Jesuits. I've heard his name before. Maybe because oh my god. I was gonna say because of Shameless. I feel like I'm talking way too fast. Let me slow down. But I want to see Series 11. But I don't get it. Wait. This already happened? As in like years ago? No way. Don't tell me this is. Don't tell me this is predictive programming. Unless the British version's ahead, and that's what we're thinking of. But no, but this is the guy who talked about it, right? William H. Macy has to be here, right? I mean, you can have an American actor in the British version too. Yeah, his name's not even listed here. See, guys, I should not be guessing. Oh, American version. Wait. Yeah, American version. Was I looking at the wrong one? Oh, I was looking at the British version, wasn't I? There we go. I was like, what? What is this? I was looking at the British version. I clicked on an accident. There we go. I was like, okay. So, season 11 last aired. Okay, last aired April 11th, the day he tweeted this. So it's perfect. So, and look at his birthday, not too far. So his birthday to April 11th, his upcoming birthday, 72nd birthday, Jesuit Order 72. You probably get what death, killing, murder, RIP, sacrifice numbers, or COVID, coronavirus numbers. It's just the same. I think 38 would be the best. You can probably do the math in your head right now, real quick, but for those that aren't, 35 days, Catholic 35, COVID-19 is 36. COVID-19, 36, the most pure cipher, and 38, he's from Florida. 36 days from his birthday. Whoa. That's today. Excuse me. See? I messed up. It's 11th. Never mind. Yeah, if I make a mistake, to scratch it. Because someone dumps me, oh, so you're making anything. No, guys, again, if it's not what they're giving you, just don't, because you can do any date. This is 6 point for people who don't get it. You can do any date you want. And sure, maybe today he's doing something, by COVID-19 numbers. Maybe they're bringing it back. They could be doing that too. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta do the date they're giving you, or it's meaningless until then. So of course I can say something. Right? See, you span of 56 days. Oh, it's not. But you see what example I'm trying to show anyone new. April 22nd is 5 weeks, 6 days from his birthday. But if he doesn't do anything that day, maybe he can. Make some predictions. Maybe they'll talk about it again. They might interview him or something. I think his name equal 110 as well. Shameless is 101. Anyway, but we'll do the 11th. Because this is when it happened. This is when the final episode came out, and this is when he tweeted that. 30 days. These are vaccine numbers, Jesuit numbers too. Jesuit 3042, vaccine 3042. 29 days, 4 weeks, 1 day, 41 to 13 prime, born on the 13th. Wait, I think I messed up already. I already messed up something else. I messed up his birth numerology. See? God, man, I messed it up. I already messed this up pretty bad. I haven't checked the chat in a while. But again, if I catch my mistake, it's all good. It's more so for the new people. I don't like to ever confuse them. Give them any excuses to not get it. So we'll do his birth numerology again. These are good numbers. Murder 83. But again, this is what we're actually going to get. 1950. That'll be my own point. Look at this. Blood sacrifice 76. Sacrifice 72. Born day with 293 days remaining. The 62nd prime. 293 to 62nd prime. God. 66 date numerology. The Shameless. 29. So yeah, this wrong data. The wrong data I put in had the 29, but at least I didn't call that out. 52, 101 to 26 prime. Let's name the character again, Frank. His character has blood sacrifice numbers in it too. Frank Gallagher. Yeah, I already feel like I spent a bit too much time in this riddle. Because again, Frank Gallagher's a blood sacrifice numbers. Gallagher's 71. Right now, the actor's 71 years old. He sacrificed 46. Yeah. I know it's almost 1 a.m., but yeah. So I caught the mistakes. If you know. Cyber Polygon, awesome. There were no symbols. Yeah, I mean, definitely, Martin. I definitely, all just symbolic. Thanks. Oh, a new link. I'm replacing this one then. Thank you so much, John Doe. Because you would even think the trolls would roast me. Hey, the link doesn't work, man. Like, I would love, guys, I would love nothing more than the troll to reply, hey, dumbass, hey, retard, the link didn't even work. At least it means they clicked it, right? That's how sad it is. I would happily be called anything by these people if they clicked the link and actually did something. You saw this guy at the market. He was awesome. Scared some mass tards off. Perfect. We'll look at that. Here we go. Amy Jones. So make sure I know where I had it. So make sure we didn't have it. So it makes a quick Twitter thing with the mass tards. Well said, sir. Yeah, again, you gotta be leaders. Yeah, we're gonna watch this guy. Amy Jones, I'm not trying to skip what you're doing. It's just this is gonna take some time, you know. Looking at how many days he died from his birthday and everything. Dying at 84, Jesuit 84, some big Jesuit ritual. So I might as well look at the quick shit. Real quick. So this is I mean, we'll see what he said. It's probably tell these dumbasses off, man.
This is the truth that we're living in. And Christ represents the truth, the light. We're going back to the light right now.
There's Brian.
Right now, darkness is walking there.
Looks like Brian. I mean, we'll see what they say. I'm not even going to judge him, even if it is Brian. I don't think it is, but could be.
We're going back to the light right now. And right now, darkness is walking the earth. And that is part of the darkness. It's an evil agenda to shut people's consciousness down and to enslave them. It's nothing else.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that. But
Yeah.
we can still serve together.
What do you disagree about that?
Oh, we just, we're asked to wear masks, and we,
By who?
by our, our prophet. And
For what?
to help just keep everyone safe. Because
Safe from what?
COVID,
What is COVID? What kind of disease?
virus.
Similar to the cold or the influenza? How deadly is it? How deadly is it?
I don't want to argue with you, sir.
There's no argument. I'm asking an intelligent person, are you educated? Are you a human? You have a responsibility to use the intelligence God gave you.
I don't know. What is that?
And you're not thinking right now. You're following orders.
You hear that real quick? You have the responsibility to use the intelligence God gave you. I don't know what is that. You see that? Fertilizer. Literally, I mean, if you want to grow a patch of daisies, those two women will help you do it. That's where they fucking belong.
How deadly is it?
I don't want to argue with you, sir.
There's no argument. I'm asking an intelligent person, are you educated? Are you a human? You have a responsibility to use the intelligence God gave you.
I don't know. What is that?
And you're not thinking right now. You're following orders. You're not thinking for yourself. You're not in touch with your soul. Because if you were, you would take that bullshit off and you would breathe freely, which is the #1 form of nutrition. And if you don't have proper oxygen, you can't have cognitive function. And if you can't think right, you're easily pushed around and controlled and manipulated. As governments and religions have done, as I gave the example before of the communists and the people that walked before us, like Mao Zedong, like Stalin, like Adolf Hitler. That happens, right? It happens, right? People get murdered and killed, genocide, correct?
Yeah.
This is the first step. If you don't have a mask, you're just like the Jews in Nazi Germany with the star on their arm.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And I'm done with it, right? Because I came from California. They're double masking now. They're fucking with people's heads. And I don't like this. And this is the United States of America. And this is my free speech.
Man, where is this guy? Why we need his ass also staying on the corner with us. I don't care if even if it was Brian, at least he's saying finally. I don't think it looks a little bit different than Brian, but even if that was, that's the one final decent thing he's completely said that came out of his mouth. That's perfect. Not selling any dumb. Again, I really don't think that's him. In hindsight, I really don't think that's him. But it's getting bookmarked, retweeted. I want to watch this again, not on my own time, but I want again. I like how he spoke. I like his points, what he gave. You know what I mean? These are things you want to study. And also challenge these fools. Don't comply and wear the fucking mask. When people give you shit, you tell them. And I don't want to argue about it. Like, what argument? Like, tell me why I should wear the mask. You don't even know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just agreeing. Yeah, let him give me medical information. I'm agreeing with this guy's saying on fucking Twitter. You know? I mean, honestly, fuck it. Think about this. There's all this shit anyway. Let him take my fucking channel at this point. I mean, what's the point? Why not? Every day there's some COVID thing. You know, there's always something here. I mean, I'm gonna get medical misinformation anyway. I mean, it's just bullshit. And they'll probably mention the vaccines. I didn't say anything about the vaccines, did I? And I think that's what they're really cracking on. They're like, oh, the vaccines, because that's what they specifically say. No one there was talking about vaccines. So, you know, before the moderator team, yeah, just another Jesuit propaganda show. That's what that one thing, Shameless, is. Oh, you saw him at the market. Oh, you literally saw him. Oh my goodness. Angel baby, that's great that you live by someone like that. You should link up with, I will definitely link up with someone like that. Of course. Nikki. Welcome, Nick. Welcome. So glad to see you. TJ Goats. Nothing much, man. The Weeknd has a song called Shameless. I'm sure it's synced up. On Obama, you just hit the Lyle button. Yeah, if that button turns him into a pile of, you know, whatever he needs to be to help grow a lawn, or a button that does, perfect. Hey, Queen Nikki, so good seeing you. They're about to acquit Chauvin, then there will be a riot, and they'll forget about COVID for a while. Exactly. And think how stupid it is. These same sheep. I mean, think about it. You gotta be just literally mentally retarded to wear your mask and go to these like gatherings. Think about it. You're wearing a mask because you're afraid of the virus. I mean, of course, we're following orders, or a mix of both, but you're afraid of the virus. Think about it, guys. You have to think. All these people wearing masks alone, by themselves, walking around, no one around them at all. Those are people in deep fear. I mean, you gotta be in deep fear to wear a mask at all times, no matter what. And they're gonna be grouping together to riot and yell. It's like, guys, like, mask doesn't prevent you from getting COVID. Wearing a mask does not prevent you from getting COVID. It doesn't. The media even tells you that. It says on the fucking box. It's psychotic. Again, you gotta be just psychotic to wear a mask, go out, and think that it's not gonna get you, because it is gonna get you sick. Bacterial, pneumonia, and all sorts of shit. Mask mouth. You're just not breathing clean air, fresh air, your God-given right. Again, this is satanic. They're taking your God-given right away to breathe. And also think about it. It's been an entire year. It's been over a year. Think about the beginning. The same people wearing the mask now are the same people saying wear the mask because it's only a few months. It's only a little bit of time. It's only a few more months. And then now they're saying, well, yeah, because everyone's not wearing them. So, until you guys all wear them, we'll just keep wearing them. It's like, guys, again, anytime these people say these things to you, just think. They're worthless, and they're better off in your garden. And the section of, again, I was saying, the section of the food that you don't eat. I would not eat food grown with these fucking people. They're so fucking toxic. I mean, think about it. You don't grow, your food that you eat. You don't grow with, you don't use pesticides. You don't use antibiotics. You don't put that stuff in your field. You don't do that. You use great stuff that can, yeah, right? That's clean, that's good. So you wouldn't use these people for anything you'd eat. You use them for like, for decorative things, things that you're not going to eat anyway. But at least maybe I kind of still feel bad for the plants growing on top of them. Guys, these people are so toxic. That's what I'm saying is they're fat. Everything in them is so fucking toxic because they eat the most toxic shit, drink the most toxic water. Imagine eating like, or yeah, I mean, eating the brain of one of these people. It literally just tastes like fluoride. You couldn't even chew the pineal gland; it'd be so calcified. It's like chewing on a fucking gobstopper, chewing on these people's pineal gland. If you were, if you or a zombie or someone, tribe, anyone who does that type of thing, eating other humans' brains, you couldn't eat these people's brain. You become fucking retarded. WEF warns of cyber attack leading to systemic collapse of the global financial system. Yep. Seen stuff of this earlier. So now see, so just like how again people were Bitcoin's getting pumped. Again, even if it all crashes, they use something else. They're getting people conditioned, right, to how to use the digital currencies, how to store them in a wallet, how to do all these little things, all the little activities that you need to do to properly buy and sell currencies or digital currencies. They're conditioning everyone. They're normalizing them. And that's, to me, that's why Bitcoin and all these things could still keep going up. Because if they stop going up, people lose their faith a bit. What if they just keep going up, and that's really how they do it? And then they'll pull the plug much later. And think about it: the cyber attack can literally fuck the whole crypto market. And all of a sudden, okay, no more crypto trading. It's illegal to trade crypto. You can only trade our government coin or some shit like that. Systemic collapse of the global financial system. This will be a scripted cyber attack. Because I think this is coming. And the blackouts will be part of it and everything. You have COVID-19, you have cyber attacks, and guess what? All the sheep will keep believing it, following along. More security, more surveillance. Everyone's now a cyber criminal too. You can't even be next to someone with your own phone because anyone with any phone or any device has a chance of being a cyber criminal. So then your phone's always gonna be scanned. So you walk into the store, they scan your fucking forehead, they check your passes, and then they check your anus with the swab, and then they take your phone and check if there's if you're not some cyber hacker. They're just wasting all your fucking time. This is where we could easily be headed. But guess what? If everyone just said no, this wouldn't be happening at all. Not a question of if, but when. See? Can't see what if this is coded. But these Last American Vagabond, I don't even think they encode there. I don't think they encode anything. Like, I think this is like legit. They're exposing and sharing this stuff. I don't think they're decoding this. That's why I'm not gonna decode it. I don't think I don't see a point. To always show you gotta know the source of what you're looking at. Malicious actors are taking advantage of this digital transformation and pose a growing threat to the global financial system. Financial stability and confidence in the integrity of the financial system. Malign actors are using cyber capabilities to steal from, disrupt, or otherwise threaten financial institutions, investors, and the public. These actors include not only increasingly daring criminals, but also states and state-sponsored attackers. And then ensuring control of the narrative. The report's authors argue that in the event of a crisis, such as a devastating cyber attack on the global banking system, social media companies should swiftly amplify communications by central banks. so that central banks may debunk fake information. You see this? So social media. So that was gonna be the big banks. Well, again, the big banks are already working with the social media companies, but again, specifically, it's run out Big Pharma, right? Social media companies are trying to help promote Big Pharma's agenda, which is again the same. It's the same as the central banks, but again, it's just specific. Like it's going to be now banking kind of related. So, social media companies should swiftly amplify communications by central banks, so that central banks may debunk fake information and calm the markets. That give me a guess. That's the thing. I'll get a strike then for financial misinformation. That's what's that during this time. And you know what's gonna suck about it? That means all my videos showing how the market's rigged. Because think about it, if I just say, hey, the market's rigged by the Jesuits or whatever, should show you by the numbers, they'll say it's financial misinformation, although it won't have nothing to do with the cyber attack. That's where we're probably headed. And calm the markets. Guys, these people control the markets. It also states that financial authorities, financial services firms, and tech companies, presumably including social media companies, should develop a clear communications and response plan focused on being able to react swiftly. Notably, both Facebook and Twitter are listed in the report's appendix as industry stakeholders that have engaged with the WEF Carnegie Initiative. You see this? The report also asserts that premeditated coordination for such a crisis between banks and social media companies needs to take place so that both parties may determine what severity of crisis would necessitate amplified communication. The report also calls for social media companies to work with central banks to develop escalation paths similar to those developed in the wake of the past election interference as seen in the United States and Europe. And again, I wasn't a victim of this because I don't go around tweets, Donald Trump's the savior, Donald Trump's great, because I'm not fucking retarded. I'm not a fucking fertilizer. Donald Trump is an actor for the federal government. He's an actor for the Jesuits, the United States of America, and Europe. Europe 35, like Philema, like Catholic. If you think Donald Trump's the fucking man, your head is super far up your ass. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't. It's not about me condescending anyone. It's just, come on, the guy's an actor. I don't have to say anything else about him. And they had a lot of censorship. You post about Trump, you do stuff like that. You post about political stuff on Facebook a lot. They were, censoring people, Trump supporters. And I still think that's bullshit. Guys, I don't give a fuck if a Trump supporter wants to rant all day long about Donald Trump is the best. Why are you censoring him, right? Instead, just educate him. Don't censor him and delete his posts. Because, of course, those escalation paths involve wide-ranging social media censorship. Yep, because this website, they understand. The report seems to acknowledge this when it adds that quick coordination with social media platforms is necessary to organize content takedowns. You see what I'm saying? So when they do this when we're exposing the cyber agenda that they're going to do, they're going to be taking down our things. And think about it. It's going to be even quicker. They're going to be even more strict about it. Because they keep getting more strict day after day. But again, I definitely read the rest of this. TLAV is legit, definitely. And that's why I'm not decoding anything from them. Because they're not doing it by the numbers. Exactly. But again, I like that that's a context example. Because there's some coincidence there, you can get anything on anything. Like, you see I'm not decoding these people? I mean, it's just crazy how people, what I'm saying? They're when I decode, like when I decode the LA Times, yes, this is by the numbers. You see how this works? When I'm someplace like this, like see influence operations. I'm not gonna unless this is sure in the official report from the government. Sure, they could have quoted this. Let me wait to see it from them. But whatever these people are quoting, I'm not gonna decode it. They're not Jesuits sitting around doing this all by the numbers, coding it. Anyway, what the time they're using. They don't use April 7th is when they're publishing it. That's about it. They publish things, you know what I'm saying? But now look, Los Angeles Times. Don't even have to think. Obviously from the gang, from the Jesuits. Uncharted Waters is by the numbers, by gematria. Jesuit Order 63 equals 63. With COVID-19, but judges are banning some capital right suspects from the internet. See? Banned from using the internet. That's what they're. That's guys. Again, I'm not gonna fall for this. They can't do this. They can do, but guys, I'll use VPN. I'll use. You can get a machine, a VPN. You can circumvent this as best you can. Maybe they'll say, well, no router. Fuck all that. But you see this? Judges are banning some capital rights suspects from the internet. Again, I know this is an actor, right? But they're setting an example with them. Gina Bisignano, nanotechnology. Gina Bisignano is an actor for the Jesuits. Look at her name. Gina Bisignano. It's an Italian name from the Vatican. She's owner of a Beverly Hills eyelash and skincare salon. She was charged with taking part in the U.S. Capitol riot on January 6th, where police used tear gas. Under a court ban, if Bisignano goes online while awaiting trial, she risks being jailed. You see this? FBI. And guys, these people are sophisticated enough, I'm sure, that they can even figure out if you're trying to go online, even with a VPN, even with whatever. I mean, they'll just see that your router, sends some packets of data. That's all they have to see, because you're still using your router to connect, your modem and stuff to connect to this VPN. But regardless, you see how using the internet is a privilege in this nation. I mean, everything is a privilege in this nation. You have you have rights, human rights, right, and all that stuff. I'm not downplaying the rights, but to this gang, you have no rights. That's what they just think about it. The only reason I'm sitting here now is because I'm not locked in a cell. That's the same with anyone. At the end of the day, it's because we're not in prison. We're not under some court order to do something. That's literally why. And don't sit there and say, well, because I haven't done anything. That's not, life doesn't work that way. It's not, if you don't do anything wrong, you're not going to get, sure, statistically, sure, but there's many innocent people in jail all the time. Many innocent people, not this actor, but many innocent people under court order for this or that. Think of all the people in these court order for for kid, child support, all this type of shit, what they probably shouldn't be paying based on the circumstances or whatever. I mean, you have zero freedoms here. Zero freedoms here, zero rights, no human rights, no nothing, no free speech. No, that's all. That does not exist at all in the United States of America. But we can change that. That's the whole point. You have to stand down to these people. Again, yeah, you have the right to bear. But even then, with the Second Amendment, okay, sure, guys. If I use my Second Amendment rights here in Ohio, and shot someone with it, I'm still going to court, and I probably will go to jail. I mean, and especially in Ohio, it's really hard to get a self-defense charge and not do some kind of jail time. I had a self-defense instructor, like a martial artist, kind of tell me all this about how strict they are. And think about it. That means you need a really good lawyer to avoid jail time. So you're spending all this money for a lawyer just to not go to jail because you use your gun to defend yourself in this state. Wait, I hope one of y'all shared this, and I didn't just find this and it clicked randomly. Yeah, Bryson shared this. There we go. Because I'm just saying, because I know, like Amy Jones shared this link. I want to get to this. Amy, I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I'm sorry, and I realize it's late. Felix Silla dies. We'll do that right now. I kind of talked about this. If it weren't for social media, she wouldn't even be a defendant. She knows She knows that is what. I really can't even talk. She knows that is what got her jammed in the first place. Because I promise, I have not drank at all tonight. Honestly, if I drank, I'd probably be able to talk better, to be honest. That's what it feels like. Toxic disinformation. Felix Silla dies. Cousin It's on TV's The Addams Family was 84. He died by the numbers of cousin it. He probably died by the numbers of cousin it. Cousin it 133 59 41 30. Felix Silla. Hope his death wasn't lung related. Pain. Just because your lungs, like the cilia or whatever, like the little pockets of air that absorb air and whatever. So died of pancreatic cancer at age 44. Cancer 44. The sum of 44's divisors is 84. From Rock. Oh my God, he's from Italy. Oh yeah, his name. Look at his name. Francis Silla. It's an Italian name. See, or Felix. Felix Silla. See, an Italian agent, born in Italy, in Rocca Castle, I don't know, Rockefeller Castle, but regardless, Rocca Castle, Italy, and he died at 84. Jesuit 84, the Catholic Church 84, the Jesuit Order 84. This guy died in a Jesuit ritual on April 16th. Definitely. Death 2025. Look at his name again. Felix Silla. 46, like sacrifice 46, 62. The city was also credited with a C. Okay. Propaganda. I might even have to end this. I might even have to end the stream soon. This is actually like getting kind of difficult. Like talking is really hard right now. That's probably, it has to be why. Adam's Family. Adam's Family 216, yeah. I think the stream's going down the drain. I'm not even doubting. It's not even doubting myself. It's just like I really feel like I'm not even being legible, like intelligible. Cousin It 40 again, 59. Yeah. Let me just see how many days he died from his birthday. That would just be easier. "95 days. The Jesuits are formed to counter 95 Theses of Martin Luther. 3 months, 5 days. Catholic 35. Silla 26. 53. Cousin It. So ITT. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the chat. I might have to dial it down. Adam's Family. Da-da-da-da. Fuck these fuckers. Adam's Family. I saw this. Adams. Like, I'm literally just mumbling. I really can't even form words. Hey, good to see you, Mikey Gematria. Thanks for being up late watching. Hey, DS. The Patriots thinking guns will be able to save them. Yeah. Well, you know, they'll save us from tears. They'll save us. Wait. Oh, I fucking knew this guy was a troll. I'm so tired. What? Look at this anti-vax. Oh, this guy's baiting me. He's baiting me to get a misinformation strike. Obviously. You gotta give me Kim, guy. Okay, it's almost like I don't know what to say. Oh, well, yeah, guns will save us at the end of the day. At least help us. I mean, without proper training in numbers, they're not going to save you. It's about being in numbers. And again, man, I hope you get your hot dose. Please take yeah, please get it. Please go get your vaccine. Go get all 4 of them. Shove them up your ass. I know you're probably waiting for your anal swab. That's why you're probably here salty. They haven't gotten you your anal swab yet. Yeah, we decoded the FedEx shooting. Zach has a whole video on it too on Gematria Effect News 22. Hey Dave, good happy Friday. Yeah, exactly. They'll always have better ammunition than us. But again, I still feel like, also, man, you gotta feel like they have, the people who keep falling for their agenda, who are gonna try to fuck with you. You need it for them too. Ah, Angel baby, speaking my language because I've been saying the same thing. Like, guys, because I don't mind cool weather either. Because again, I'm gonna be out all the time this summer. I'm gonna be out all the time. And I know towards the end of the summer, I'm like, man, I've been out all the time, all day, every day. Like, I need to do a day off. So I'm like chilling now and enjoying it. Pfizer and Moderna are experimental gene therapies. Only Christ can save me. Till then, the wrath remains. Goodbye and God bless. So if only Christ can save me, why are you talking about me being an anti-vaxxer? One, Jesus Christ doesn't use those labels. He doesn't label people. Two, he would also tell people, hey, this is from a gang of criminals. I'd be careful. Watch this guys. Let him bait me into getting a strike. Fuck him. People are so stupid. Again, guys, look, we got a sample of fertilizer. See, browsing for fertilizer on Twitter. Well, we found some fertilizer here in the chat. Look how convenient it comes to us. Watch them give me medical misinformation over this fucker. That was bullshit. I can barely even talk right now, which might even be helping me out. Like the moderated team probably can't even understand a word I'm saying. Ontario extends stay-at-home order, restricts inter-provincial travel as province loses battle against COVID-19. You see this? You can't even leave. You're stuck in the province. Well, they want you to think you are. Guys, again, I think there's a way you can leave the province. Why not? Do they have every last corner of the border like sealed off? Are there that many Canadians even in the country to really be around Ontario? Again, your rights and liberties are being taken away through this agenda. That's what they're doing. That's why they're doing this. But again, it's up to you to consent. You can literally say no. Because if I really wanted to leave the province, I just would. It might be harder than I'm making it out. I don't know what it looks like.
Good evening. We begin tonight with the disastrous
COVID-19 63, 307 is the 63rd prime, 127 seconds. Oh my goodness. This is gonna end up terribly. This is gonna end up terribly. All right, I gotta close some things off. I can't have all these tabs open. I at least lost where I was. Yeah, I'm just gonna close everything else. I'm probably gonna close if Ontario is what I wanted to do. The March of Ontario. Ontario, 38. Okay, pandemic. 43, like pandemic. Yeah. Again, guys, there's a reason that there's hot doses. People dying left and right. And again, look at this selfish fucking cunt right here. Selfish cocksucker. Thinking that people should put their lives at risk because this retarded ass thinks so. Just stupid, man. I love you too, Bryson. Y'all get some rest. I'll go to 2 a.m. That's a fair time. It gives me like half an hour left. That's gonna go really quick. I'll just be done at 2. I mean, it's Friday night. I don't mind going to 2 on a Friday night at all. That dude with a long beard. His IG is Grand Slacker Austin. Perfect. I mean, someone like him deserves a name like that because. I'm not again. So before you try to think I'm calling him a slacker, no, it's because that's the name that if that name was from someone else who was not trying to do anything about anything, and they're using that name as just mockery. But this guy is clearly not slacking and waking people up. This guy gets a follow and a promotion. What a good fucking person, man! Like seriously. And you fucking ran to him. You met this man. Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you what to do and how to do it, but if you can get him in this community, that'll be amazing. Like I think we need some people like that. We definitely need people like that. If he's, busy, he doesn't want to, cool, but God knows what he's talking about. Good balance. Yeah, this is a real one. Those are the fish. This is a real one. Cool with animals. It's almost like it's funny. I'm like, oh, look at this. It's like a dating profile. Look the pictures, and I'm talking them up. But yeah, I mean, all the ladies out there, if you're, that's what I'm saying. It's what a real man looks like. Not these, soy infested fertilizer pieces of shit in this country. Challenging these people, telling them to take the fucking stupid thing off their fucking face. Starting Saturday, this is from the Ontario being open or extending their whatever stay-at-home orders. Starting Saturday, big box stores will only be able to operate at 25% capacity, while all non-essential construction projects must stop work. Think about it. That's jobs of people. Like people are making their living doing construction, working at these big box stores. So people are gonna get laid off, right? Guys, people are fucking committing suicide over this. You see what I'm saying? Look at this selfish fertilizer, DS. What the fuck? The thing is, I thought I swear there was someone's community with a similar name before, but this is a troll. De-esser, like a de-esser. Do you know what a de-esser is? This way is not. A de-esser is something that takes away the loud hissing noise of sounds. This guy's just adding more fucking hissing noise with his bullshit. Yeah, this guy's a hero. One pic said looking for love, right? Yeah, of course he's looking for love. There's all these asleep people, and that guy's too awake for most of these people. Yeah, I'm glad you got the same vibes though, Angel Baby. Yeah, I can't be mad at him. Kind of sad too, the guy's looking for love, but he really can't. It's hard to find in this nation, especially. I mean, he's stuck in this nation essentially. I don't know if he's stuck. Maybe he can leave if he wants to, but he's in this nation. He had an American accent. He was talking to two American rejects with their fucking masks on their face. All outdoor recreation amenities such as golf courses, playgrounds, basketball courts, and soccer fields will be forced to close as of April 17th. See? Today. Outdoor gatherings with people. Again, anyone who's lost, this is in Ontario. I think Quebec's there and everything. We've seen Quebec do, people have been complaining about that place. That seems pretty bad. Outdoor gatherings with people outside of a person's own household are also prohibited. See? Outdoor gatherings with people outside of a person's own household. So, for people living alone, they can gather with one other household. So you can't even be outside. Well, see, the definition of outdoor gatherings could be, 5, 6, 7 people. But even a few buddies, you can't even be outside on your porch. I'm like, that's what I'm saying, man. This is what we need to be on your porch. Imagine if you're on your porch with your strap, your fucking cocked shotgun, your fucking rifle. Who's gonna walk up to you and tell you to do whatever? The Royal Mounted Canadian Police. Why can't we just pop them off? Justin Trudeau comes to make his noise, pop his ass off. Theresa May, England Queen, come over because of the Commonwealth, pop him off. Quit submitting to tyranny. This is bullshit. Starting Monday, Ontario will set up checkpoints at interprovincial borders to restrict land travel between Quebec and Manitoba to essential travel only. Yeah, so again, tell them it's essential travel. If they stop you, I don't get this. If you have a good story and a destination and an alibi, and maybe even one person to back you up, you're fine. Because again, understand, they're trying to see who's dumb enough to comply. Every fucking thing. And I know I'm speaking for Canada. I'm not there, so please don't hate me too much if things are really not as simple as I'm making it to be. But again, everything's been wear the mask unless this. You can't travel unless this. Then be the unless this. People I just don't get it. Why not be the unless this? sure, you can stand up and say, well, fuck this, and give them the real reason, but guess what? Then you're not getting through. Just lie to these fuckers. I mean, that's the whole point. Lie. Again, I don't condone being dishonest. I so maybe slapping my wrist, but again, this is a gang of tyrants. You're playing their game. All they do is mislead you, be dishonest, lie, cheat, steal. So you can't fight. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Like you can't fight fire. You literally cannot fight fire with water all the time. What if it's a chemical fire and water just makes the chemical go crazier? Dr. Adelstein Brown. I just want to do this name. This is stupid. The modeling suggests that, see, it's based on models, fake models by the gang. The modeling suggests that third COVID-19 wave will continue into the summer if the current stay-at-home order does not last at least 6 weeks, and if Ontario does not support high-risk communities as well as increase vaccinations. And I'm just going to say this for the camera, so maybe I don't get a strike just in case. Because I am trying to grow this channel. If you grow the channel, I'm trying to wake people up. So yeah, I will get them, you'll succumb to some of their whatever. Get your vaccine. You know, these people care about you. The companies care about you. Think about it. It's safe and effective. And you're asking, well, how do you know that? Sure, because the news said so. I mean, what are you, a conspiracy theorist? Get it? Because again, if you get your vaccine, if you take the shot, if you wear the mask, if you social distance, then in a few weeks, guess what? If everyone did it, Ontario will open back up. That's the logic, right? That's what they're telling us. That's what I'm telling you because, again, for the camera, vaccines save lives, and if you think otherwise, you're just a kook. But it's stupid. I'll still get a strike for even saying that. Oh, he did it. Fuck off. Fuck these people. I hate dancing around a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's just dumb. It's almost like why even try to? I mean, it's not being a defeatist, but at the same time, like, why does it matter? I really think at some point I'm just gonna get 3 strikes. I mean, I know it sounds stupid and defeatist, but again, that's just the world we're in. It's just being a realist, honestly. Oh, Zach's live right now? Well, that's perfect. I can just lay down and chill and go to bed when he's live. Oh, God, look at this. He's educating these fucking fertilizer. Well, I don't know. I like Gonzaga. I like these people. Not the team. Again, I think I have hope for these people. But I'm gonna plug this. Oh, 9 minutes ago. Perfect.
The street. I said,
guys, again, here's someone in the West Coast who's awake in all senses of the word. So he's going to talk clearly, concisely, give you the information. Not my sleepy ass. Guys, I literally sound like the president of the United States of America right now. Sleepy ass Joe. Only difference is that I'm not, molesting little girls and sniffing their hair. But I'll leave it there, guys. I mean, Zach's streaming now, too. I'll just be in the chat with y'all and hang out. I mean, fuck it. So I linked it. They're gonna force everyone in prison to take the vaccine. Yeah, it's fucked up. Which is also why I don't want to go to prison. I mean, it's just it just defeats the purpose of fighting back then. Because you can't really fight back in prison. You thought I stood for dick sucker. Hey Sonny, welcome. It's fine. I'm sure some of you are here and in Zach's stream right now at the same time. Which is kind of funny and awesome. It's probably more so. I'm just talking about these people. Zach's got amazing information. I like how he puts it out. I really am just sleepy, man. Just out of energy. But I really appreciate you so much. Yeah, thanks, Charuz. I'll see you guys in Zach. I mean, I'll be there. Maybe I won't chat much. Yeah. Thinking isn't thinking it's possible, bronze. But again, always remember, guys, we're selling. You gotta think of sales. I know it sounds scummy, but life again. If you're trying to date someone, do anything in life, it's sales. You're trying to sell yourself. If you're trying to, get in a job interview, date anyone, it's always sales. So, everyone's not gonna buy the product. So you don't waste your you don't target your ads towards people who are stupid. Like even in the world of advertising and marketing, you don't cast your pearls before swine. In this case, swine are your people who aren't your audience. But understand, it's about sifting through the numbers. There are enough people in this world that will wake up. There are enough people in this world looking for this knowledge. It's all about finding them and not giving up. And when you rather at least be in your deathbed, at least know you tried. I mean, it's one of those things. So you're welcome, TJ. Of course, Dave. I love y'all too. Sonny. Yeah, well, I mean, if I had some scotch, I probably would too. Honestly, it'll be a nice night. But I don't have any scotch. I don't have any bourbon. I might go to the drive-through soon and get some. But yeah, I'll pour myself a symbolic scotch and join, as in a pack the old vape type of thing. And but yeah, of course. Yeah, there's a lot that are semi-awake, exactly. So let's not give up on them. Again, for the final part, for all the YouTube moderation team, fuck off. I gave you my spiel. I even said, why Pfizer and Moderna, why those are the ones you should take, because the news told me so. I mean, that's my reason. The TV told me to. The TV told me. Yeah, I don't have any papers, Maritime Slave. I need to get some. I'm not gonna use the Bible papers. I feel like I've done that before. I know not to make the Christians mad, but I've used Bible paper before. It's not as good as people say it will be. But peace, guys. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna see you guys in Zach's stream. You guys are already there. All right. See ya. Good night. Later. YouTube. One last thing, please. I know I sound corny, but again, the medical misinformation is kind of annoying. It is annoying. It's every single time. You can't even say anything. It's fucking stupid. So again, if you want the sticker, if you want the mark, you know what to do.